Hello students. Now we are going to go for the next part of animal tissue. We have studied regarding muscular tissue as well. Now the next we are going to study is connective tissue. So let's go and move to the next slide, that is connective tissue. As we know that connective tissue is divided into areolar, adipose, skeleton and fluid tissue. And areolar is divided into tendon and ligament, adipose is not divided into any, while skeleton tissue is divided into cartilage and bones, and fluid tissue is divided into blood and lymph. So first we will take connective tissue. So what is basically connective tissue is? Connective tissue is a tissue that is basically it is specialized to connect or anchor various body organs. This is how connective tissue looks. It is used to anchor, connect various organs, or they help in the packaging around organs so that that organ may function properly and can be protected from the mechanical energy or mechanical injury, and together with this help in the function of tissues like binding, supporting and packaging together. These are the functions of connective tissue. They are like a matrix, they form like a matrix and main bulk. Okay, so now the connective tissue is basically divided into 5 major groups, that is areolar, dense regular connective tissue, adipose tissue, skeletal tissue and fluid connective tissue. Okay, so first we will be taking areolar connective tissue. This you can see in the figure itself how it is being presented. Now this areolar connective tissue has a matrix and it has two kinds of fiber, that is having white collagen fiber which is converted into gelatin on boiling in water, and second yellow elastic fiber. These both are present into it. In the figure itself you can see. Okay, the function of it is this areolar connective tissue is to it helps in repair of tissue after an injury. It also helps in combating foreign toxins. It fixes skin to underlying muscles, and it also acts as a supporting and packaging tissue between organs lying in the body cavity. Whatever the body cavity is having, it used to have a package. It provides supporting and packaging tissue. The next is dense regular connective tissue. This is how it looks. It is of two types, tendon and ligament. Okay, dense regular connective tissue is divided into two, tendon and ligament. It is clearly mentioned in the figure 3.30. It is given over here, tendon and ligaments. So what are tendons and do? Tendons are a cord-like strong inelastic structure which joins skeletal muscles to bone. Means basically it is muscle to bone connection. Okay, and then coming to the ligament is a elastic structure which connect bone to bone. Okay, so this is the difference between tendon and ligament. Tendon is inelastic, join muscle to bone and made up of white fiber, while ligament they are elastic, connect to bone and made up of white as well as yellow fiber. Okay, now coming to the adipose tissue. This is how adipose tissue appears: blood vessels, flat globules, connective tissue cells, connective tissue fibers, cytoplasm, fat cell, nucleus. This is how whole connected adipose tissue is made up of. So adipose tissue is basically an aggregate of fat cells, or we can say call them as adipocytes. Each fat cell is rounded or oval in shape and contains a large droplet of fat. Fat droplets are there. Basically, they occurs in abundance below the skin between internal organs around the kidney, in a yellow bone marrow. They are present. Okay, So they are present in such particular areas. Now, what is the requirement of this? The function of it serves as a fat reservoir, means it is a place where the fat is being stored for emergency. Provides shape to the limbs and the body. They also provide the shape to the limbs and body too. You know, mm, keeps visceral organs in particular position. They act as a shock absorbent as well. You know, they act as an insulator for the conductor of heat, you know, and also regulate the body temperature. This is the function of adipose tissue. Now coming to the next, that is skeletal tissue. Skeletal tissue is divided into two things. Two, that is cartilage and bones. Cartilage are considered as a soft bone. So this diagram it is given in front of you is the cartilage. It is having cells, non-living matrix and lacunae. Three things are being there into the cartilage. So cartilage is a very specialized one, compact and less vascular. They are basically less vascular, and they are extensive matrix. They are having chondrocytes maintained by the chondrocytes, and they are having lacunae. Chondrocytes which are present with a fluid filled space, जिसके अंदर कोई space हो, fluid हो, they are considered as a lacunae. उनको बोलते lacunae. Occurrence कहाँ, where they will basically found be. तो you can easily find these disc-like structure end of long bones, जहाँ पे softness की जरूरत होती है. Nose, tip, ear, pinna, ribs, rings of trachea, they are all made up of cartilage. Function क्या है? It is supportive, flexible होते हैं body parts में, एंड स्मूथ इन द सरफेस एट जॉइंट. जॉइंट का जो एंड का सरफेस होता है उसको स्मूथ कर देते हैं. सो दिस इज द फंक्शन ऑफ कार्टिलेज. नाउ दिस इज बोन, स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ बोन. This is the first diagram is TS of the bone, long bone showing. Okay, so what is the bone is basically it's provide the structural framework of the body. As you know, it is present in all over the body. है ना? The cells in the bones are known as osteoblast. Okay, the matrix of the bone in the form of thin concentric rings are called lamellae. उनको lamellae बोलते हैं. जो rings दिख रही हैं इसको बोलते हैं lamellae. It is mentioned in the figure itself. Concentric lamella, lacuna with the bone cells, and matrix is there. Hervinian canal is there, which is made up of yellow matter. Okay. Now, what is the function of these bones? The function of the bone is provide shape to the body, skeletal support provide, and organs like brain, lungs, they protect them. It protects basically them, and stores calcium and phosphate in itself. Together with this we can say it anchors the cell as well. So these are the functions of the bone. Now if we compare bone and cartilage, then bone is hard and inflexible while cartilage is flexible. Bones are porous, cartilage is non-porous. In bones blood vessels are present, or in cartilage there is no blood vessels. And bones are made up of protein and mineral salts like calcium and phosphate, and that is cartilage are made up of only protein. Coming to the next. Now coming to the next, fluid connective tissue, in which the first is blood. So blood is made up of a lot of things like red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles, platelets, and plasma. Eosinophils is there, neutrophils. These are all are various types of cells which are present in the blood. So blood basically comprise of two things: blood plasma and cells. Cells can be RBCs, WBCs, or platelets. Okay, and RBCs consist of hemoglobin, which is biconvex in nature, nucleated, having nucleus. This is responsible for the translocation of oxygen within the cell. Blood is responsible for the translocation. A lot of activities is being done by the blood, like transport of waste, transport of oxygen, transport of carbon dioxide. Okay, blood clotting is one of the main feature of it. Together with this connective tissue, fluid connective tissue is also, lymph is also a fluid connective tissue. And the lymph is basically a colorless fluid that is filtered out of the blood capillaries. Function क्या होता है? Transport nutrient and oxygen, glucose. It brings CO2 and nitrogen waste from the tissue to the fluid to blood, and WBCs such as leukocytes are present into it, which protects against infection and all. So this is all about blood connective tissue. Now next is nervous tissue, the last one, and the nervous tissue basically look like this. This is a nerve cell. The cell body that is cytone. The fiber-like ending is known as dendrites. The tube is neural lemma. The nucleus is present into it. Node of Ranvier, where neural lemma is banded. Medullary sheath is there. Axon, the whole particular tube is known as axon, and the terminal branches. These are responsible for the carrying out the message from one end to the another. These are present in all over the body and are the messaging center of our body. So this is all for the day and regarding this chapter. If today we have studied regarding connective tissue and nervous tissue. Okay, students, thank you very much.